it's like packed every night. It's totally packed, so it's much better than anybody expected.
Good compilation of bands, you know, not just typical death metal bands, a bit more different kind of bands. That's my opinion. I think it's a good idea.
None of us are like really major bands or anything, you know, so it's kind of pretty cool, you know, that we pull so much people.
You know, it's worked out real well so far. Anyway, it's been really appreciated shows and so on, so it's been great.
Inside the dungeon of my skull, only Lucas thoughts remain.
This tour is a sign that aggressive music is getting more aggressive and more appreciated by more people by the day, and I think it's really cool.
If you put a show on that people can go to, then they're going to go for it. If you just put average, you know, shitty little bands in shitty little venues, people ain't going to go. You put a decent show in a decent venue and people will turn up. They are there.
It's a good thing that harder music is getting also more attention, and not just typical hard rock bands, and because there is in metal scene is so big, you know, there is so much different kind of bands, you know.
5 bands making the most of their music in front of a good audience. It's always great to be seen, but this is the ultimate aggressive show, so don't miss it.
Sweden's Meshuggah opened the festival, showcasing tracks from their upcoming album, Destroy, Erase, Improve, which is set for release in May.
We are trapped inside the tears we obey, resignate to our self-inflicted fear. Voices come, will be never in this mortal witches, sighting our minds, person, sisters and boy.
Me and Thomas here grew up together, played music together, and we played in a band together. When he went up to Meshuggah and they started looking for new guitarists, I just like fell in.
Vocally, you know, I don't think our music really is within, you know, the genre of death metal. And musical-wise, maybe we put, you know, more stuff into our songs, and they end up, our songs end up more complex maybe than many death metal songs.
From the perception, trapped in a soul cage, human wreckage, I leave a liquid fate. Who am I? Since the third was my mind, in this life I'm scared. Peace and progression, leave me no peace. Some leave me no rigor, like to feel from me. Was every redemption, a train, flawless perfection.
The future, as far as Meshuggah is concerned, is like we're going to do this festival tour to the end, then we're going to go home, have a couple of weeks off, rehearsing a little bit, and then we're going to go into the studio in the beginning of February, recording the new forthcoming album. We're going to be there for, I think, a month or so.
Probably we'll go on tour in this spring, you know, maybe May, June, with Entombed, hopefully. We've been discussing that a bit, and probably with Entombed, hopefully.
I'll take them to the throne. You will. Oh, you will. Walk around the fire.
Fellow Swedes Hypocrisy followed with a selection of songs from their current effort, The Fourth Dimension, the first to feature guitarist Peter Tagtren on vocals.
Nuclear Blast, for us, been perfect, you know. When we want something, you know, they go okay, you know. And when we record, you know, they ask us how much we need, you know, we say this and that, and we always get it, so there's never been any problems, you know. So for us, Hypocrisy works out really good, you know. The best about The Fourth Dimension is you know, we tried to do something different. It worked out pretty good, you know. It sells very well and stuff, you know, though we don't, you know, really care about if it sells or not, but it proves that people like it, you know.
As our soul leaves the body, all free, take it to him. Lost know the unknown. For a basic of you, am I on? Reaching my soul as I see my destiny. All planet goes through my mind as I see myself going on. Wake me up from this nightmare. I'll cry out, make it yeah.
Well, Hypocrisy is gonna go. We're gonna go back home. I just bought a studio and stuff, you know, so we're gonna start writing some songs and record it there, because we're doing a lot of recordings in there now and it sounds killer, so I think the production is gonna come out well, you know. As far as the music goes, I have no idea where we're going, you know, so. And hopefully we're gonna release it in September, go on a European tour in October, hopefully. And I don't know if we're going to the state or not. But what we're gonna do is try to record, you know, a good album.
Everything I spent that puts him to sleep. Breaks all the chaos, the way to relief. Speaking the truth, the sin and the crime. The world we murder on this plane.
Next up, it was the turn of another Swedish favourite in the form of Dismember, who are shortly to release a mini CD titled Casket Garden.
This is a really cool bill because we also have a very mixed bill with different bands like Amorphis and Meshuggah and us, you know, that's totally different. But it's really cool because everybody's fucking freaking out. It's sold out every night almost, so it's going great.
In the casket garden, forward the way. In the casket garden, dealing with death. Living days are always delayed, falling into the arms of hate. Witness the execution of mine, feeling another killing guide.
It would be cool if we could do more east countries, because we're doing the Czech Republic, and that's the only country. It would be cool to go to Moscow or Hungary and stuff like that, you know. We only played Poland and Czechoslovakia so far. I mean, would be cool to go down to Japan or South America, because there's a lot of people liking this kind of music there. We know for a fact, so it would be really cool to go down there, but it's the money problem again, you know.
In the casket garden, forward Broadway. In the casket garden, dealing with the dead.
We got a new album coming out now in April. It's going to be called Massive Killing Capacity. It's produced by Thomas Skogsberg at Sunlight Studios, and we've been working for this album for like half a year now. So we're going to mix it as soon as we get back from this tour. There's going to be like 11 songs. We're going to have a CD single coming out before the album in February with 2 tracks from the album and 1 unreleased track. And this album's going to be, it's a very wide album, I think, because it's so many different songs. Compared to the 2 first albums, it was mainly me who did most of the music, but nowadays everybody's contributing, so it's going to be a different spectrum of songs, I think.
Amorphis were second from the top, displaying their unusual vocal style and synthesized undertones, adding yet another dimension to this ever-expanding genre.
Amorphis was started at fall 90, and early 91 we got interested through Relapse Records in States. 93 September we recorded Tales from a Thousand Lakes, and it got really good reviews, and so it was a kind of album which put us out, which gave much more name for us. And now inside 1 year we have played a lot of gigs. We have toured in States and in Europe much.
I think that the Tales from the Thousand Lakes describes the line we are going to continue, and I think there will be a bit less heavy metal and metal influences, but it will be more like folk music. We listen very much to Finnish folk music, and more like more to Pink Floyd.
Well, if the fans like Tales from a Thousand Lakes, they are definitely going to like the EP, because these songs are exactly like Tales, because they are just the songs which didn't fit the album, and they are just like they're supposed to be on the, some singles, bonus tracks or whatever. So we decided with record company to put it out as a mini album. The EP is called Black With Today.
Let's go through. Real political tracks. One reality's question. Listen to us. Into the door.
Last but not least were Brummie Basher's Benediction, who headlined the festivals, bringing to Europe their own unique style of bruising British metal.
Please go Monday. You can animate our speed.
What we're trying to do on the festivals and with the album, with the material we're doing, it's still Benediction, but we want to get some more of the good old British metal back into it. All your sort of your Judas Priest and all them sort of bands. Get some real stomping going on. Me and Rui at the front of the stage, giving it that together. You know what I mean? It's got to be done. Every gig we do, it's sort of, will you play this one, will you play this one? And we never, there's always tracks that we haven't played, and we come off the stage at the end of the night and it's like, we should have played that one. So then we get the fans to write in with the set, and then we just choose the best tracks, or the most requested tracks. That's what we did on the last tour. We'll be basing the next tour on the same sort of thing, but throwing the new shit in as well, obviously.
For the longest dungeon. The light until the end. For when the SWAT is hidden. Come on!
Yeah, the new album's going to be called The Dreams You Dread. And, that's for the real die-hard Benediction fans. That was the name of the first ever demo. We've just written a new song with that title. And we've got on this album, we've gone from one extreme to the next. You've got really slow, and you've got the fastest song we've ever written.
It's still really powerful though. That's the basis. It's got to be really powerful. It's all right going slow, but it's no good if you go slow and then just totally wimp out. It's crap. You just got to keep the balls under it. Simple as that. It's got to be hard.
Directly from my heart, sending straight to hell. Deeper and deeper, look beneath. Find the sea, rest of life. Rain and velvet, oh so blue. Time has come, a best
We do this album. Got about 3 or 4 weeks break. It's back out for a big trek in Europe, and straight after that it's to America, and straight after that it's to all the little bits and pieces around the edge of the world we haven't been to yet, like Australia,
The
Israel.
album should be out around May, June sort of time, and then we'll hit Europe that time. I'm not sure what the support act's going to be, but the vibe is it's going to be somebody real good. You know, it's not been confirmed yet, but it could be good. But that'd be June time, America in the summer. And then just everywhere else, Israel and hopefully Australia, because I want to get on the home and away set.
Oh, and all the lights, cosmic river, behind the spectre, some malice without heart. The same clouds of streets go by, soft and full on a funeral fire. Yeah! Rifle one, screaming sea passion. Oh, hey! The same clouds of streets go right. Stop and float on a funeral fire. Sound without substance. Something blue. Was me and the law. A glow in the skull. Each trophy of the soul. From tragedy. Sorry best is amplified. Desire to save. Oh.
Well, anybody that missed the Nuclear Blast festivals, you know, just really lost out because it's been fucking excellent.
Actually, a lot of people already told us last year that death metal is dying out, but as we can see, it's still growing, and yeah, I'm sure we will have some big releases this year.
I think in 1995 it's going to be a different story for all the death metal bands, because it's going to be like more touring, bigger hype when you release an album, because the companies are getting more money to put into promotion and stuff like that, so it's going to be a different thing. And I think it's going to be more festival gigs like this that makes that everybody can go and see their band that they like, their own favorite band, you know.
Because of the success of this festival, we will for sure next year do another festival, and then we will try to do it in whole Europe. So watch out for another big Nuclear Blast festival.